Ladies and gentlemen, do not adjust your set. I'm Hitman Cos. Welcome to another story. This one is based off my time back in Job Corps. And it's about the man, the myth, the legend, the king of cool. Y'all go on and follow him on his social media. I got it in the description as usual. Now, what happened was, during the week, after the training day and everything, when we go to go about our day and go about our business, every Wednesday, we would go out into town to pretty much chill. Two big buses would come by to pick up all the students that would sign up to go, and then we'd go. And how they would do it was that at first it was every other week we'd have an activity that we'd go to, but then what they started to do was that it became every week. But one week it'd be one thing, and then the other week would be other. Like the first week, it would be we'd go bowling. Shout out to Roman Bellic. And then the following week we'd go roller skating. And each week it would just flip back and forth between the two. And when it came to going there, when it came to actually going on these trips, the funny thing is that I'd say about half the people would go there to actually do the thing there, bowling and roller skating, whereas the other half would go there just for the free Wi-Fi. And I'll admit, when it came to the roller skating, I only went there for the free Wi-Fi. Whereas for the bowling, I actually did bowling, because I can't skate for shit. I leave that to NHL players. Shout out to my Ducks. And then bowling, I'm no good at it, but I still have fun playing it. And the thing is, another thing when it comes to the free Wi-Fi, people go there because Job Corps, at least the one that I went to, they are extremely stingy when it comes to the internet. First off, they have the strictest proxy server I think known to man when it comes to what sites you can go to. Like you can't go on any kind of social media whatsoever, and pretty much there's so much stuff that you can't do. Like 9 times out of 10, the only thing you can do is stuff that's relating to Job Corps. It's pretty crazy actually. So and then on top of that, they technically do have Wi-Fi, but you need, the passwords and shit, and they ain't giving that to us. So, pretty much, going to the roller skating rink and the bowling alley was literally anyone's only chance to, have a sense of freedom or to get any Wi-Fi or anything, because not only did niggas need that to, do what they want to do, but they also needed it for the shit they needed to do. Anyways, on to the story. In this case, we went roller skating, and so we're all on the bus chilling, having a good time, talking casually, talking about what we're gonna do and whatnot. And then We finally get there, and this is what really annoys me, is that once we get to the place, and this comes from both places, that they don't immediately let us off. They will take their sweet fucking time before letting us off. Like, I kid you not, they'll spend damn near a half an hour freaking sitting on their thumbs before they actually do a head count and then let everybody off. So what happened next, I honestly don't blame them for. Because eventually, when you're dicking around with shit like that, whether or not you're doing something, eventually people gonna get restless, which is what happened to us. Now, a lot of us, really, didn't think to do this, or just straight up didn't do it. But my boy, King of Cool, he was a badass like that. And so what he did was that he opened up the latch in the back of the bus and let himself off. But the thing is, like, normally he wouldn't do that, but I think someone dared him to. Of course I could be wrong, but anyways, yeah. So he opened up the latch and got off. And then what happened was they actually cut it short and let us all off because they saw what happened. But then this is when the bullshit started. Was when after we got off, I'm thinking everything's normal, but then out of nowhere I hear some yelling. Then it turns out the dude who drove the bus, and the dude who drove the bus was a straight up asshole. Like, to give y'all a description of what this nigga looks like, let me put it this way. Picture Fat Albert if he was white, and Peter Griffin, and put them together, and then you got this nigga. And he was a neckbeard too. And so, anyways, he got up in the King of Cool's face, or at least tried to, and he was trying to talk down to him as if he was some fucking kid. He's like, you, and he was like, you want to be funny? You think you big and badass? Doing trying to provoke him and all that shit. And it was fun. And what was funny about it was my nigga Leonard. Shout out to him. He actually stood in between the King of Cool and this bum ass nigga. And the thing was, every time the dude tried to move to try and look the King of Cool in the eye, and the thing is, King of Cool, he could take care of himself, but that's not the point. The point was Leonard refused to let this dude get away with this shit, trying to talk to a grown man as if he's a little kid, trying to bitch him and shit. So Leonard, he stood in between them, and he made sure to, number one, not let him get up in the King of Cool's face, but on top of that, he was trying to look him dead in the eye, and he had the meanest death glare. I promise you, he had the meanest death glare on his face when this nigga was talking that shit. And when I mean talking shit, like, I'm pretty sure y'all know what I mean, but like say you got one adult that's a little older than the other, or they might be around the same age, but one of them tries to talk to the other as if they're a little kid or something, or they try and run their mouth to them to try and intimidate them or whatnot. That's pretty much what he was trying to do. But for one thing, the King of Cool was not afraid of him in the least bit. As a matter of fact, he wasn't even looking at him. If anything, he was trying to ignore him. But then, like I said, our boy Leonard, he wasn't taking that shit. Because I promise you, like, I honestly cannot recall anybody at that school that like that bum ass nigga. So the fact that the fact that Leonard was the only dude that that was in his face, was amazing. But then again, I can honestly say that if any other dude got up in that bum ass nigga's face, they probably throwing hands. Cause not only was the dude yelling at him and shit, he was also spitting on him too. And I guarantee you, all Leonard needed was for that nigga to swing once or even just touch him, and he would have fucked him up. And damn right straight, I guarantee a bunch of people would have probably joined in. Hell, I would have joined in because I ain't like that nigga either. And honestly, had Leonard not have stepped in, and stood in between the King of Cool and him, I probably would have stepped in. Because the thing is, I was watching the whole thing and I honestly refused to go because honestly I wasn't going nowhere until that nigga got up out of the King of Cool's face. Because I was getting heated myself. I was so ooh. But eventually, the fucking bum got over himself and walked away. Then myself, Leonard, and the King of Cool, we regrouped. Freaking King of Cool wasn't fazed by him. Hell, and actually, the King of Cool was actually trying not to laugh because he couldn't even take the bum seriously. But Leonard, he was still pretty pissed. But he wasn't mad at us. He was mad at the bum. So he dapped us up, and we took him inside, got ourselves a couple of sodas, got him to cool down a bit, and then we were like, fuck it. Instead of chilling over the free Wi-Fi, we decided to get our skate on, even though I was busting my ass. I figured we ought to do it just to help him, help him cool off. Cause Leonard was pretty mad, and like I said, I don't blame him. I would have been mad too. But funny thing is that after that trip, the King of Cool actually did that one more time, but that the bum did not get up in his face. So I'd like to think that he learned his lesson as far as trying to test somebody's gangster, or he's trying to test their gangster, because that shit would not end well for him. But that's gonna do it for this story. I definitely want to thank each and every one of y'all for taking the time out of your busy schedule to come and chill with your boy. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit the like button. Comment if you feel like it. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video. And as always, by way of Struggle Vision Productions, I am the Hitman Kaz. And if you see me coming, run.